Highly successful people don't have better luck. They have better brains. And no, they weren't born that way. They train their mind daily, in ways 99% of people never even think about. In this video, you'll discover a simple system that can literally rewire how you think, in just minutes a day. Number 1, train your brain like a billionaire. Poor people waste time. Billionaires build their mind every single day. And the difference starts in the first 10 minutes of the morning. The moment you wake up, don't touch your phone, because the first input you give your brain controls your entire day. Instead, sit still and take 10 slow, deep breaths. This instantly clears mental noise and sharpens awareness. Now ask yourself one powerful question. What is the one thing that will move my life forward today? Not 10 things, just one. This is how high performers eliminate confusion. Next, visualize yourself already succeeding at that one task. See it clearly. Feel it deeply. Make it real in your mind. Your brain doesn't know the difference between real and imagined success. This builds confidence before action even begins. Now comes the focus training. Set a timer for 10 minutes and work on that one task only. No distractions, no switching, no excuses. This trains your brain to go deep, not wide. Most people stay average because they scatter their attention, but powerful minds concentrate it like a laser. Finally, end with a simple discipline rule. Do what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. Because intelligence is not just knowledge. It is controlled attention, repeated daily. Do this for 10 minutes every day, and you won't just think smarter. You will start living like the top 1%. Number 2, 5 daily habits that are secretly destroying your intelligence. You are making these 5 mistakes every single day, and your brain is slowly getting weaker without you even realizing it. Every time you reach for your phone without thinking, you are training your mind to avoid deep focus and crave distraction. Your brain stops working hard because your screen is doing all the thinking for you. Scrolling feels harmless, but it is quietly destroying your attention span second by second. Multitasking feels productive, but it is actually making you slower, more confused, and mentally exhausted. Your brain is not built to switch tasks constantly. It is built to go deep and solve one problem at a time. Every time you jump between apps, messages, and thoughts, your intelligence takes a small hit. You think you are saving time, but you are losing clarity, memory, and sharp thinking. Another silent killer is never sitting alone with your own thoughts. If you are always consuming content, your brain never gets the chance to create anything meaningful. Deep thinking is where intelligence grows, but most people are too distracted to ever reach that level. If you never question things, never reflect, never pause, your mind stays average forever. And then comes dopamine overload, the biggest trap of modern life. Fast entertainment, short videos, constant stimulation, all of it rewires your brain for instant pleasure. But real intelligence requires patience, discomfort, and effort. When your brain gets addicted to easy rewards, it starts rejecting anything that requires thinking. That is why reading feels boring, learning feels hard, and focus feels impossible. Your brain is not broken. It is just trained the wrong way. And the more you repeat these habits, the harder it becomes to reverse them. But here is the truth most people ignore. Your brain can be rebuilt. You can train it to focus again, to think deeper, to become sharper than ever before. Start by reducing meaningless screen time. Even a little change makes a huge difference. Do one task at a time, and do it with full attention. Sit in silence for a few minutes daily. Let your thoughts breathe. Challenge your mind, instead of constantly entertaining it. Read something that makes you think, not just scroll something that makes you feel. Discomfort is where growth begins, and intelligence is built. The people who control their habits control their mind. And the people who control their mind stay ahead of everyone else. The question is, are you strengthening your brain or slowly destroying it every day? Number 3, reprogram your mind in 7 days. This is how you reprogram your mind in just 7 days, if you follow this exactly. Day 1 starts with awareness. Because most people live on autopilot without even realizing their thoughts are controlling their life. For the next 24 hours, observe every thought without reacting, and you'll notice how negative patterns silently repeat. Day 2 is about interruption. The moment a negative thought appears, you stop it instantly and replace it with a stronger one. This is not motivation. This is mental control, and very few people ever master this level of awareness. Day 3. You begin visualization, not just thinking, but seeing your future in extreme detail like it already happened. Your brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality, and this is where rewiring truly begins. Day 4. Repetition becomes your weapon, because the brain changes through what you repeat daily, not what you do once. You will repeat your new identity again and again until it feels natural instead of forced. Day 5. Eliminate distractions. Because a distracted mind can never transform into a powerful one. No endless scrolling, no meaningless noise, just clarity and intentional focus. Day 6. You take action, because thinking alone will never reprogram your life. Small actions, repeated daily, create permanent mental shifts that no motivation can replace. This is where most people fail. They think change is instant, but real change is built quietly. Day 7. Reflection. You look back and realize your thoughts feel different, lighter, more controlled. And this is not magic. This is neuroscience. Your brain adapting to what you trained it to become. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it works whether you control it or not. So the real question is, are you shaping your mind or letting it shape you? Because every single day, your brain is being programmed, consciously or unconsciously. Most people stay stuck because they never take control of this process. But now, you know exactly what to do. Step by step, day by day. No shortcuts, no excuses, just discipline and awareness. And if you commit to this for 7 days, you will not feel like the same person anymore. Your thinking will sharpen, your focus will increase, and your confidence will rise naturally, not because of motivation, but because you changed the way your brain operates. And once your mind changes, your entire life starts to follow. This is the difference between people who stay average and those who transform completely. 7 days, 1 decision, and everything begins to shift. Now it's your move. Number 4, the 10-minute rule that makes you smarter than 90% people. 90% of people ignore this simple rule, and that's exactly why they stay average. The difference between smart and average isn't talent, it's how long you think before reacting. Most people rush to answers. Smart people sit with questions. Here's the 10-minute rule that rewires your brain. Every day, take just 10 minutes and do nothing but think deeply. No phone, no music, no distractions, just you. And one powerful question. Why did this happen? What am I missing? How can this be done better? Your brain hates this at first because deep thinking feels uncomfortable. But that discomfort is where intelligence grows. Average people consume information all day. Smart people pause and process it. That's the secret. Instead of scrolling endlessly, sit still and replay your day. Analyze your decisions. Question your habits. Break down your mistakes without emotion. This builds clarity, and clarity builds intelligence. You don't need more information. You need better thinking. This is how top performers learn faster than everyone else. They don't just experience life, they study it. 10 minutes a day, that's it. But done consistently. It separates you from 90% of people, because most people never stop to think. They just react. And reaction keeps you average. Thinking makes you dangerous. Start today and watch your mind transform. Number 5, how to think faster and smarter under pressure. When pressure hits, your brain doesn't rise to the occasion, it falls to the level of your training. And most people have trained it wrong. In that exact moment when your heart races and your mind goes blank, the truth is simple. You're not overwhelmed. You're unprepared mentally. High performers don't think faster because they are smarter. They think faster because they have trained their brain to stay calm under chaos. The first secret is this: slow down your breathing before you speed up your thinking, because control always starts with your body. Take one deep breath, hold it, release it slowly, and you instantly signal your brain that you are in control, not the pressure. Now here's where most people fail. They try to think of everything at once, and that's exactly why they freeze. Instead, focus on one single question. What is the next best move right now? Not the perfect move, not the safest move, just the next move that pushes you forward. This one shift alone can turn panic into progress in seconds because clarity beats complexity every time. The fastest thinkers don't overload their brain, they simplify the situation until action becomes obvious. Second technique: train your mind to recognize patterns, not panic. Pressure situations are rarely new, they are just familiar problems wearing a different face. The more patterns you understand, the less your brain has to guess, and guessing is what creates stress. That's why experience feels like intelligence, but it's really just pattern recognition in disguise. Third, eliminate emotional noise immediately. Fear, doubt, overthinking. These are not signals, they are distractions pretending to be important. Your brain cannot think clearly if it's busy protecting your ego instead of solving the problem. So you must decide, do you want to feel safe, or do you want to perform at your best? Because under pressure, you cannot have both at the same time. Fourth, use the 3-second reset rule. If you feel stuck, pause for exactly 3 seconds, reset your focus, and immediately take one small action. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Waiting to feel ready is the biggest lie your brain tells you when it's afraid. The truth is, clarity comes after movement, not before it. Fifth, train your brain daily, not just when pressure shows up. Pressure doesn't build character, it reveals what you practiced in silence. If you practice calm thinking when life is easy, you will perform powerfully when life gets hard. This is why champions look calm in chaos, because they've already been there in their mind. Your brain is not slow. It's just untrained for high-pressure moments. And once you train it, everything changes. Decisions become faster, thoughts become sharper, and fear loses its control over you. The next time pressure hits, don't panic. Recognize it as your moment to take control. Because in that moment, you are either reacting like everyone else or thinking like the top 1%. And that difference is what separates average people from unstoppable ones.